and greetings from, I believe we're in Tromaville. This is Matt Orozco here from Macabre Daily, and I am joined by the one, the only president, co-founder, and creator of the Toxic Avenger, Lloyd Kaufman, who is here to champion all things genre and has overseen Troma for 51 years of disrupting media. So, Lloyd, it is an honor, a pleasure to be here speaking with you, and thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Matt, and thank you, Macabre Daily, on behalf of the entire Troma team, and of course, Toxie and Sergeant Kabuki Man and Dolphin Man and Killer Condom, all the Troma universe. We thank you very, very much for supporting independent art. Thank
Of
you.
course. Well, Troma, I would say it would be unfair to say that Troma has had the biggest impact on me as a genre fan, and I imagine many others. Because as I spoke with Macon Blair, we agreed that everyone sees their first Troma film in an age that they're not supposed to, and it leaves an indelible mark on you as a youth. So,
It's hilarious.
well, my
He's right.
first, he
He's
is right.
correct. You can't imagine how many people tell me that their grandmother took home the video cassette, which looks like a cartoon, and shoved it in the video player and then left the room to the 5-year-old kids. And the grandmother comes back and the kids are like needing psychiatric treatment, you know.
Well, that's okay. You're just contributing to the thriving world of psychiatry now, is by
It's,
uh,
that's right. That's right. There's a big thing in the world of psychiatry too about LSD, and it's it's becoming mainstream again. But it went it was banned by Nixon in 1970. And think of all the sad veterans who actually are Troma fans, but PSDT shooting themselves, going and shooting others. If they would have had LSD therapy or other such drugs, who knows? They'd probably be all right. I know I
yeah.
took a lot of LSD at Yale. I got it for free from the rich kids, and yeah, I've been all
And
right.
the rest is
I'm
history.
almost 80 years old and still going. So thanks to people
Well,
like you, though. Thanks to you and Troma alumni who support us, and the company, 52 years, fan fueled. It's the only studio in history. It's all fans. It's all people who love cinema and love what we're doing. And starting with Squeeze Play back in the 70s, people were fans,
well,
and
your
they still
book.
are. James Gunn was a fan. Eli Roth. Samuel Jackson. We put the money up for his first film. I didn't direct it. It's really good. It might be our best film. It's on Troma Now. Do you know about Troma Now?
I do. It's not Death by Temptation, is it? He wasn't in Death by
Yes, Death
Temptation.
by
Oh, it is.
Temptation. Yeah, Death by Temptation. Terrific. We helped them make the movie, and I have no. Yeah, I shot a lot of it. I was DP on the climactic scene that because the director of photography, who's a big, he's a big now very big time. Anyway, he was Spike Lee's camera DP, and he had to leave, and I shot the big climactic scene with the monster, and I went years worrying about. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. Andrew, remember his name? The DP on Death
I
by
might have a
Temptation.
quick reference because I have it on Blu-ray over here. Let me see if they call out the DP on here. I don't know if they do. Let's see.
You know
Is
his
it?
name anyway. I just interviewed him for.
Oh,
I mean,
Ernest Dickerson, of
yeah,
course.
Ernest Dickerson, yeah, Juice, among other things. But he was a great guy, and I interviewed him years later for one of my books about directing for television. Now he's doing movies, but and he was doing movies then too. But he was mainly he. I asked him about the difference between directing for TV and movies. And a nice guy, and then I asked him. I was worried if it was okay what I did. Following him. And he said it was great. So I was relieved. I was really worried that I might have fucked up his career. But
Well,
it all
it's
worked
good that
out. It's a
it's good you
great
got that
film too.
closure.
Yes, thank heavens. Yeah.
Well, my question one of my first questions for you, Lloyd, is, the Toxic Avenger has been around for what, 40 plus years now?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and
Yes.
what do you think explains why it still resonates with fans all this time later?
Well, it's got love. It's got pathos. It's emotional. It's educational. It's got something to say, and yet it's got universal themes: bullying, anti-oligarch, environmental, nobody was talking about the environment back in 19 when we started 82. I had read The Silent Spring by Rachel Carson when I was in eighth grade, and it stuck with me. And my wife and I used to go out camping, and there was non-biodegradable trash everywhere. McDonald's cups, and they weren't biodegradable everywhere, no matter how far you went. My wife climbed the Alps. She's climbed the Matterhorn. There was trash up there with the fast food crap. So, and we did do a fast food movie called Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, the anti-McDonald's. But again, loving and lovely and wonderful and musical. It has music and dancing and singing and dancing and zombie chickens dancing, choreographed by Lloyd Kaufman, Indian zombie chickens, of course. And so I think the key to Troma is that they're made with love, they're made heartfelt, and the people who make them believe in what they're doing. And now the new young directors who are making movies for us, like Mercedes the Muse, who's now shooting the reimagining of Poultrygeist, and other young directors are taking the mantle and doing what they believe in and having total control for the most part.
Well, I think that's what makes Troma just, I think, such an important part of genre film and also genre history is that it always has been creator focused, fan focused. And you're right, the stories are very universal and they allow us to be entertained. You know, we're so inundated with metaphors about what's going on in the world around us. Sometimes you just want to let loose and at the same time have a good story being told. And when you think about the remake that's being put out, what level of creative input, if any, did you have in kind of the remake itself?
It's Macon's movie. It's Macon Blair's Toxic Avenger. It's his. I handed at the San Diego Comic Con. seven
Handed them
thousand
off.
people saw me. Yeah, you saw that. So it's now him. It's his. And he has really made the perfect Toxic Avenger. It's a masterpiece. It's much better than the original one. And I think whether you're 80 years old or 16 years old, you will like this film. Whether you like unrated movies or Sergeant Kabuki Man NYPD, which is rather mild, you're going to like this film. It's got the magic. It's got the magic that John Ford, Howard Hawks, Chaplin, Keaton, uh, Scorsese, Woody Allen. It's got that magic, and Macon Blair knows how to do it. And he's made movies prior to Toxic Avenger that I love, Michael Hers loved, and we couldn't be more delighted when Macon was chosen, and when he and whoever chose the cast, Peter Dinklage, that's terrific. And how
Yeah.
courageous of Peter Dinklage to take something, agree to do a film that clearly is not in his lane, and yet do such a wonderful job. You really can feel his how shall I say it, underdog, janitorial, miserable life. And then he has this Joycean epiphany where he explodes and transforms. He's going to make a difference, and he has this difficulty with his family, and it all gets it all gets sewn together in a beautiful, compassionate yet violent, and not much sex, but it's got all sorts of callbacks. It takes place in Tromaville. All the cast were big fans of Troma. They all um, Peter Dinklage, I think, is from New Jersey, and he had seen a lot of Troma movies, and certainly Elijah Wood worked with making. They all watched, like you say, they watched Troma when they were kids, and they were too young to watch, and they stayed with it, and then they started seeing other Troma movies, and they subscribed to Troma Now, where they saw movies we didn't make, but in that really unique, strong independent films, Buried Treasure on Troma Now, and movies by a great Frank Hanenlotter, and all sorts of great directors. We have movies you can't see anywhere else either. By Buried Treasure, which are unique, terrific, and all from the heart and soul and brain of the filmmaker, which is what art should be.
It is. And Lloyd, I just want to say this has been I wish I could talk to you for so much longer, but I know you have other things to do. But I wanted to remind folks that The Toxic Avenger is coming out on August 29th. Go see it in the theater. Go see it with people you know. There's plenty of room in this world for Melvin and Winston, and so glad that we have two Toxies now, not just one. So Lloyd, thank you so much for everything you've done.
Where
Congratulations
are you
on your
located?
success. I'm in
Where are you
Cleveland,
located?
Ohio.
Oh, well, hey, come to New York and we'll put you up and you can visit the Troma building and we'll take good care of you. And if I'm in town, you can stay with us. And my wife and I live in Manhattan, bourgeois neighborhood, and our kids, thank heavens, have left, and you're much nicer than our kids, I'm sure. So, anytime you're in New York, you've got a home in Tromaville, and it'd be great if you come here and meet the current Troma team. They're they love cinema, they love you, and they love everything about disrupting the art, and they want to fight Trump and all that kind of stuff. So.
Well, I'll be reaching
We're
out to you in October when I'm out there for Brooklyn Horror Fest.